Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Me and my opponent pick a Smogon tier to create our teams, and then we battle. Let's get right into it. And here we are with another Wi-Fi battle. This time we are dipping into the NU tier with a person who has not been featured on the channel. It is Addison, aka coach of the I think she's reburning right now, so never mind, let's ignore. But it's Addison, she's awesome. Make sure to go check her out, aka Aquarius. That's her other name, but she goes by Addison now or whatever, you know. So anyways, without further ado, we're gonna go into this match. We see Spiritomb Zoroark, we see you know, a fan favorite of the channel, young Ice Boy, I forget what your name, Crabominable, Rotom, Quillfish, and Pupitar. So I don't know if Pupitar gets Dragon Dance, to be honest. I don't remember. So Zoroark games are not fun. I don't know what that was, but we're gonna go ahead and lead off with Florges. Honestly doesn't look too bad, unless they do lead Quillfish here, which would be a little bit unfortunate. If they lead Quillfish, what do we even do? Not much, actually. So we're just gonna lead off with Florges. I hate playing Zoroark games because I can never get it right. I can never guess. Like it's hard. It's definitely hard because you think it's one thing, and then I have a little hair right here that's just being different. All right, cool. Anyways, Zoroark, yeah, it's just hard. It's just hard because you could think it's one thing and then it's the other, and then you could think it's the other thing and it's Zoroark. So we see the Rotom here. It could be Trick. Both Rotom and Zoroark could have Trick, so it's not the best of times because this thing definitely could have Trick because we have Trick ourselves. So it wouldn't be good for this thing to get tricked, right? We could go Rotom. I could see a Volt Switch. If they go for Dark Pulse, then they got me. If they go for Trick, then it's fine. They're gonna withdraw here. That's cool. So maybe no Trick. Maybe actually it was Zoroark. So Quillfish comes out here. We're gonna pull a spicy double, which is nice. So maybe that was actually Zoroark. That might have been Zoroark. I don't know. Maybe it was though, because they withdrew. And maybe it doesn't have Trick. Maybe it's just Choice Scarf, or it could not be Choice Scarf at all. Do they have a ground type on their team? They do not. So guess what I'm clicking? I am clicking hard Volt Switch because we don't have Thunderbolt. So we're gonna draw here. I'm pretty sure I didn't see ground type if I'm not mistaken. We see Pupitar, that's fine. That's not a ground type. We could have clicked Will-O-Wisp, that would have been cool. We could have also clicked Trick. Pupitar looks huge in this game. It's a ground type. In my head, I thought it was whatchamacallit, because it's like the pre-evo for Tyranitar, so in my head I thought it was just like a rock type, but it's rock and ground, and then Tyranitar turns into a rock and dark type. It's not like I knew it. I mean, I knew it, but I didn't know it, you know what I mean? It's like you never know it until those moments. So it's gonna get up rocks here. We do have Defog, which is fine. Do they have Defog is the question. They don't have any types of removal, so we're gonna opt to get up a Stealth Rock ourselves. We know this is the real deal Pupitar, obviously, because we went for a Volt Switch, and it's a ground type, so that's good to know. We could have went for a Will-O-Wisp, which would have been like probably infinitely better, but it is what it is. This thing comes out. We're gonna get up rocks here, which is nice. We could Glare. Spiritomb kind of looks funny in this game. This is my first time seeing it in game, and it looks a little weird. Like its face looks like it does not belong in the Pokemon world. It looks like it's heavily, like, has a big old drop shadow. So excuse me. What do we want to do? We could go Florges. We could also Glare here. I don't know what this thing really wants to do. We can also just Earthquake just to scout damage. If it starts Calm Minding up, it's literally not the worst thing in the world because we have Muck with Haze and we also have Florges. So maybe we just Earthquake, actually. We'll just go for an Earthquake. We do have speed, so it should do a little bit of damage. Does a little bit of damage. Nothing crazy. They're going to Will-O-Wisp here. We do have Shed Skin, so I'm not too worried about it. Literally not too worried about it. Could be worse, but it's fine. We are not lefties though. We do have rest though, so like I said, Sandaconda's big chillin'. We do know this thing has lefties. Does our Shed Skin pop? It does not pop. We are burnt. 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 If Rotom comes in, it's kind of a free Rotom for them. What do I want to do here? I think I can go into Muck. In all honesty, maybe I'll just Glare. Because if they go into Rotom, which honestly they have no reason to, they could also just stay in, or they might swap out. Questions. If they go into Rotom though, they would just have to fire off a Shadow Ball. So I'll just go into Muck. I was going to Muck here. We're gonna swap out first because we are faster than this thing. If they swap out, we'll see it now. If not, they might have just stayed in. Toxic would be nice on this thing. It's Will-O-Wisp. They're going to Hex. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna do nothing. So what we can do is eat that hit up. Probably will get burnt, but that's fine because we're just gonna fire off a nice little Toxic here. They could opt to go on the Qwilfish, which honestly wouldn't be a terrible play on their half. Their Hex Will-O-Wisp, they could be Sleep Talk Rest. I could see that. But you never know till you know. They're gonna withdraw here. They're probably gonna go on the Qwilfish. If I had to guess. Do we see the Qwilfish? We do see the Qwilfish. So Qwilfish is in. Qwilfish is now. What we will do is go on to Drifloon because they could get up Spax. They could T-Wave here as well, which would be a little bit annoying, but honestly, it's fine. It's fine because we do have Defog. We do have Defog. So we'll go out into, because we're Hex ourselves, we'll Hex Strength Sap, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool if I do say so myself. We have the better set. Actually, we don't have Defog on this thing. I might be mistaken. Do we have Defog? They're going to get up a Spike, so they're going to Hazard Stack us, as they should. As they should. I actually might have misspoken. I thought we had Defog. We do have Defog. Okay, we're in Defog here. They're not up to Toxic, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So it's Toxic and Spikes, so that's fine. We're going to be able to defog all these hazards away, which is very, very nice for us. And we're going to fire off a Will-O-Wisp here because nothing on their side is immune. I said there was no ground type before. Let me check because I'm pretty sure they don't have a fire type. Let me just check. I could be wrong. I could very much be wrong. They don't have a fire type. So we're going to fire off a nice little Will-O-Wisp here. 100%. They're going to have to Spike again, which is a little bit annoying because they definitely want them up. They want them up and we're poisoned. So they might just have to stay up. We're going to Will-O-Wisp here though. So that's fine. They are faster than us as well. But that's also fine. So we're going to burn this thing, which is great. I don't think... Do we see Black Sludge or anything? Did we see Black Sludge on this thing? I don't think we did. No, we didn't. All right, so cool. It could have just been Focus Sash maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We're in Defog again. Oh, they're going to Taunt. Oh. Oh, okay. So they're Taunt, Spikes, and Toxic. Probably like Destiny Bond too. Something like that. Or they might have like one attacking move. They might have one attacking move. So Qwilfish is here with the Taunt. It is the Taunt Fish. We can just go on to Rotom then. I have no problem with that. We can do that. And we can fire off a Shadow Ball. Or we can fire off another Will-O-Wisp. In all honesty, we could do that too. We can fire off a Will-O-Wisp or we could just Trick. Then you get up a Spike. Which is super annoying. Good thing is Drifloon has heavy duty boots. Plus it's not even touching the ground, so we don't have to worry about a Spike with Drifloon. But if we get this thing up out, that'd be great. I'm honestly down to Trick. Granted, our Scarf could be very nice here. So Shadow Ball might be the play. Shadow Ball could be the play. Maybe we'll just go for Shadow Ball. They're going to withdraw here. Probably going to Pupitar. And maybe I should have just tricked. Maybe I should have just tricked it. Got rid of this thing's Eviolite. So we're going to Shadow Ball here. Do some damage. Does do a hefty chunk though. I will say that does a solid chunk. We're going to go for another one. That looks like a 3-hit KO. It looks like a 3-hit KO. Ooh, that one. Oh, never mind. Definitely a 3-hit KO. Now let's go, baby. They're going to go up a Stealth Rock. So they just want the hazards up. They just want the hazards up. And ladies and gentlemen, they can have them. They can have them because all we're going to do is click Shadow Ball again. They don't have any immunities outside. They don't have any immunities. They don't have any resist outside of Zoroark. But even then, Zoroark will take a little chip, which will help us out. So I'm not opposed. But Pupitar is gone. It is up out of here. So that's great. That is fantastic. The only thing now is we have 2 layers of spikes up, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's 3. I think it's 2. And then we have to worry about the Spiritomb have chip. So this is the real Spiritomb, the real deal Spiritomb. We can go into Sandaconda. We could also fire off a Shadow Ball, but I don't think that's the best play. I don't think that's the best play. We can go into Sandaconda, like I said before, but I don't. Do we need it for anything? Sandaconda needed. Sandaconda's sort of nice for Rotom, but that's about it. But we're gonna defog stuff away, so I don't think going out into this and getting up rocks is the best play. Might just have to go not Muck. Actually, we can go Muck because what's left? I think going Muck is fine. We'll just go Muck. We'll go Muck. We could get burned if we need to. And then we can bring it. That kind of baits in the Qwilfish, I guess, right? Because, I mean, they could Hex us. I mean, they could go for Willow right here as well. But they could also Hex us right now. So we're hurt by the Spikes and the Stealth Rocks. We'll see what this thing wants to do. They're gonna just raw hex, so that's fine. Gonna do 0, and then I think what I will do now is I will opt to go out into Drift Blim, because then that baits in the Quillfish and they'll probably taunt us, and then we can fire off a hex. I think that's what we'll do. Or they stay in right now and they go for Will-O-Wisp. So we're gonna withdraw here. They could stay in, or they could be going for a move. I mean, or they could be switching out because Muck is faster than Spiritomb, as I've said before. So we'll see what they want to do here. They're gonna withdraw. That's fine. They're probably gonna go into Quillfish. Do we see the Quillfish? Do we see the Quillfish? There is the Quillfish indeed. So that's fine. Now we're just gonna go for a hex here because they're gonna take Burn Chip right now. We're gonna take Poison Chip as well. That's fine because if they do taunt, that is a-okay. That is a-okay. We could also Strength Sap if we really wanted to. But I'm gonna go for a hex here because I feel like they go for a taunt. They do go for a taunt. Perfect. So this thing might drop. It might drop because Quillfish's Spadef is kind of booty cheeks. It's kind of booty butt cheeks. So we're gonna see what this does. It is gonna drop the Quillfish. Perfect. So now we're gonna be able to, hopefully at some point, be able to get off a defog, which would be very nice for our team. But going how things are going with Quillfish and what else is gone? Pupitar gone. That's pretty cool. Spiritomb, is this the real deal Spiritomb? It is the real deal Spiritomb. So what we will do is we can go out back into Muck. We can go back out into Muck because, like I said before, Muck's not too important for our team. But I do want to get off a defog. I just don't know if we'll be able to because this thing could have Sneak. They could also Will-O-Wisp. I mean, they could probably Hex or Will-O-Wisp right here. I could definitely see a Hex again because why not? Because we are statused. I could also see a Shadow Sneak in case they wanted for us to stay in. They go for a Trick Room, interestingly enough. So I don't think we'll die to anything from this thing. But it is so this is the Trick Room setter for the Crabominable, and what they might try to do is try not to kill me, or they might go hard into Crabominable. And if that's the case, I think I'm just gonna opt to Toxic here though. Then we'll draw here. We're gonna get a Toxic off on something because their poison immunity is gone. They're gonna go into Crabominable. It's probably Life Orb or Banded if I had to guess. Drain Punch right there would have been a crazy play. That would have been a crazy play. So what I will do, if this thing, in case it is Life Orb, because it could be, right? I'm gonna switch out here and go out into Sandaconda because we're gonna get extra Rocky Helmet Chip on it, which to me is pretty cool. I don't think we need to sack Muck just yet. I think Sandaconda is not too important for the rest of this team because they have 3 Mons left. They have Rotom, they have Rotom, they have 4 Mons, Rotom, Crabominable, Zoroark, and Spiritomb. So we're gonna switch out here. We do also have Aqua Jet on this if this thing is able to get in range. So we're gonna go into Sandaconda here. I could see an Earthquake coming off. I could also see Ice Hammer. I feel like it's definitely gonna be Ice Hammer. Like, why not? Why would it not be Ice Hammer? But if they do go Earthquake, then it also makes sense. Which kind of sucks because we won't get any Rocky Helmet Chip on it because I feel like Earthquake would be able to 2-KO. They do go for Ice Hammer, so that's fine. So they're going to take Rocky Helmet Chip. We are going to die here, but that is a-okay. Their speed is going to fall even lower than it already is. Going to get hurt by the Rocky Helmet. Are they Life Orb? Question mark. Are they Life Orb? Are they Life Orb? They are Life Orb. Okay. Confirmed. And then there is the Poison Chip as well, so that's cool. We just have to waste turns of this, which is easier said than done. What we might have to do is actually go into Florges here, click Protect, and then switch out and go out into Muck. So, because I think they only have, 2 turns left, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna get a lot of stuff dug into us because we're forced to take all this chip, which is very unfortunate. I just want to see how many turns they have left. They have 2. So after this one, we just sack Muck and then we'll be fine. So I'm gonna click Protect right here. Stall this thing out a little bit. It's also going to lose health because of the Toxic, which we put on it, which is very nice. So Ice Hammer is going to come off. That's fine. They're not going to take any Life Orb Recoil because we did protect ourselves, unfortunately. But they are going to take more Poison Chip, and we're going to get Leftovers Recovery, which is kind of nice, seeing how we took a bajillion from the entry hazards, which really sucks because we couldn't keep them away. So Crabominable is there. We're also going to switch out here, go into Muck. And then we'll probably have to go out back into Florges. I mean, no, we won't have to actually. Take it back. I take it back. Because then we can just go right hard into Barraskewda. They could be Choice Scarf Rotom as we are because it's kind of a common set. Do we die here? Now, yeah, we do. I thought we died to hazards for a second. I was like, no way, bro. But yes, so this thing is going to go ahead and take us out. That's fine. It's going to take Life Orb plus Toxic Chip. It might even die this turn. It might die this turn, question mark. Took some Life Orb. Will Toxic finish it off? I don't think it might. It might not. It's not. All right, that's fine. So, Twisted Dimensions are going to return to normal. Now, we could take this opportunity to get rid of hazards here, which honestly I would not be opposed to, because Driftplume has kind of done its job. Because what's left? It's the Zoroark. It's the Zoroark, the Spiritomb, and whatchamacallit. I think this is our opportunity to blow away the hazards, because this thing's gonna die regardless. And I'm just gonna get off a defog. So that's what we're gonna do. Because I do not want these hazards up. We do have to lose a Mon to Crabominable. That's perfectly fine though, because if we kill this thing, then Zoroark would potentially be brought in. So it is what it is. Ice Hammer is going to finish us off. Driftblim did do its job in that it got rid of the hazard, so that's cool. And this Crabominable is down, and we wasted all the Trick Room turns, so that was cool. It's going to take Aftermath, but it's not really not going to matter, but it's just overkill at this point, because Aftermath, Toxic, and Life Orb all would have killed this thing, so it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. So I think we're both sitting 3. They have, everything is kind of weak to Florges. Everything is weak to Florges. But I kind of want to go on to Rotom, is the thing, because if it's Trick on something, then I kind of want to go on to Rotom. Even though like Florges wins this game, it's just a matter of if Florges gets tricked or not. Because I don't want, I mean, actually, because being tricked in a Moonblast honestly isn't the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world. There are worse things, right? Because we could also click Protect and Scout. So I'm not opposed to that. I think we'll just go Florges here. We'll see if something is Scarf or not. Because this Rotom could be Trick. Could be Trick. And whether or not this is Rotom or not has yet to be seen. We're going to Protect here. 100%. I'm really glad we got rid of the hazards, because that stuff was so annoying. It was doing so much damage. So much damage. So we'll see what this thing wants to do here. Is it Trick? It's going to go Sludge Bomb. So this is definitely the Zoroark. It is for sure the Zoroark. So what I can do is I can Terra here, because we are Terra Poison and Zoroark can't really touch us. So I'm going to Terra here, because if they are choice locked, then they're choice locked into Sludge Bomb. So I'm going to Calm Mind here. And I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. They stay in, so that's cool. Very cool. I mean, I honestly could have just just clicked Moonblast, but I think setting up here is a really good opportunity, if I do say so myself, because it's free setup. Like, this thing is, it's free setup. We know this is Zoroark 100% because Rotom does not get Sludge Bomb. So they're going to go for a Sludge Bomb here. We're going to be able to eat it up. Nom 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 nom. We're going to go for a Calm Mind. And what we can do is just simply go for a Moonblast now, because nothing really wants to come in and take a Moonblast. This thing doesn't want to stay in and take a Moonblast. The Rotom coming in, potentially, I feel like they would go Rotom, because I don't think they just sack this thing, but they could. I'm going to go for a Moonblast. I'm not going to go for another Calm Mind. I'm just going to opt to fire off a Moonblast, because literally it's free. It's free. Unless they do Terra into like a Steel type right here, which would be like crazy, but we still won that exchange, because unless it's like Nasty Plot Zoroark, but even then Zoroark is super frail, and Moonblast still would do a chunk, I bet. But I think we can win this one. I think this one is kind of won right here. We have 3 minutes left, so hopefully we'll be able to finish it up. Hopefully Florges can get it done. Spiritomb is going to come out. It's going to die. 100% going to die. And then whatever comes in, I'm going to click Protect just to scout for the initial trick or whatever, because I really feel like Rotom or something has to be tricked. I mean, I feel like Rotom or something has trick. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Unless it's like Nasty Plot Rotom, which would kind of suck. But I'm going to click Protect, because I want to see if this thing is Trick or not. Because I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to click Moonblast. If it's Trick, then it's Trick, and we're choosing a Moonblast, and it's literally fine. Like, it's fine. Because then Rotom loses his Scarf, and then Rotom is able to, our Rotom is able to clean up. So they're going to Terra here. What Terra are they? Don't be Terra Stealer or Terra Fire or something ridiculous. Please don't be something ridiculous. Don't be something ridiculous. What are they? The Terra Psychic. So that's, oh my gosh, they're Terra Psychic. The one thing. Yo, the one thing. The one thing. So they're gonna go for a Psychic here, which is crazy. There's Terra Psychic, which is crazy. We're gonna be able to eat that, so that's cool. We're gonna go for a Moonblast here. Just gonna be able to bop the Rotom. Oh, Zoroark. Never mind. It's Terra Psychic Zoroark. Yo, I'm a silly goose. I knew that. I knew that. Of course I knew that. Duh. I knew that. I knew that. Cause Rotom doesn't get Psychic, bro. Oh my gosh. Look at, yeah, I fall for it every time. Even though this whole match I was doing a pretty dang good job and not falling for it, and then I fell for it like a scrub. Like a scrub. I'm just a scrub, bro. I'm a scrub. So Rotom comes in here. I think our best play honestly is to protect. I'm not trying to like waste the time or anything, but I just want to see what this thing wants to do. We should be able to eat a hit because we are Florges and we are +1. So even Shadow Ball or Thunderbolt. So they're gonna opt to go for a Thunderbolt here, so that's fine. We're gonna get some extra HP back. I just wanted to be safe. I know the timer's about to end. Obviously, I'm not trying to stall out because if we win this battle, no matter what, because even if they're Choice Scarfed into Thunderbolt, they're fine. Even if they're not Choice Scarfed, we get off a Shadow Ball on this thing, and then we go into our a Bear Scooter, which has, oh, it just bops it, so that's cool. But what I was saying is, like, if we got the C word, a crit or something, killed us, then we'd go on to Rotom, Shadow Ball this thing. If that didn't kill, then we'd go on to Bear Scooter and Aqua Jet. So I felt like we had the match sealed either way. That was a very fun match to Addison. So that was awesome to see her get her Wi-Fi fill in. So that's awesome. Like I said before, guys, if you are wanting to be featured on the channel or just want to chill, make sure to go ahead and join the Discord, which will be down below in the description. If you guys like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below and click that notification bell so you know when I post, and click subscribe. I think I told you guys to subscribe if you're new, but anyways, without further ado, I am your boy Jay. I'm gonna get up out your hair and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.